One of the things I feel really passionate about sharing is the evolution of the masculine and feminine as we're moving into an era of unconditional love and peace and universal harmony, is when we move to that place of living closer to the soul, more of recognizing ourselves as spiritual beings and secondarily physical. When we're living closer to the soul is gender fluid. And, God has no gender. So as we're seeing more young people coming into this world with feelings of both genders or feelings of non-gender or feeling like they're in the wrong body, and I believe it truly is a physical, spiritual, energetic thing. On the physical level, we have been putting so many things into our environment that cause, that was 10 years ago, almost. Yeah, more than that. Was it? Oh gosh. Anyway, it was a long time ago that I went to a conference a sustainable agriculture conference in Pennsylvania. And they were talking then about fish that were being born with genitalia of both sexes, both genders. And that these intersex fish, they were looking at what's happening in this area where these fish were being born. And there was a lot of runoff into the water, into the waterways that included a lot of drugs that we have been putting into our environment. There's drugs, there's plastics, there's, our diets that we eat, what we ingest into our bodies that is not of the earth, that has been so altered. And there are a lot of things we're eating that that the body is not meant to ingest, but the body is doing the best it can with it. We are evolving physically to where more and more of our children are coming onto the planet intersex. And it's a real physical thing. At the same time, as our spirits and collective consciousness are evolving, we are coming to a place where we really need to live closer to the soul, and we are evolving into this world where we will live closer to the soul, and primarily as a spirit being, secondarily as a physical being, as a body. What we need to really help our children with, and ourselves, right? This has been the goal all along in spiritual development, personal development, is to really know ourselves as we are, to let go of the supposed to's and the stereotypes and what this is what the person in this body can and can't do, or should or shouldn't look like, and the person in that body can and can't do and shouldn't look like. We gotta let go of all of that on every level, because let me say it this way, we need to learn to understand ourselves and to know ourselves and to love ourselves as we are. And the old pictures, the old dichotomies, the black and white of it's got to be this or that, is gone. It's gone. We've got to let it go, and we've got to really step in and support each other and our young people to know themselves as they are, to recognize themselves for who they are, to love the body that they're in, and know that whoever is going to love them has got to love the body they're in and the soul of the person that's in the body. And that's true for each of us. We've got to love the soul of the person that's in the body. We've got to love the body. And when we love another person, we've got to look to their soul, and we've got to love them and the body that they're in, regardless of how you identify in any gender or non-binary, whatever. We just need to learn to love and accept each other and ourselves. Because it's very interesting. When I was at the retreat in Switzerland, which was all about the translation of Muhyiddin Ibn Arabi's openings in Mecca, which was written back in the 1200s and 1300s, or 1200s. It was written way back then. And he even said then that, so when God sends the soul to the body, that the soul can come and go, do you on the phone and the webcast can't see me, but it can go this way and it's a female body. It goes this way, it's a male body. If it goes this way, it's a male female. If it goes this way, it's a female male. And if it goes this way, it's a half and half, but there's no set. So he drew it like a circle, right? And when it comes in through the top of the circle, it can go anywhere along that circle and be any combination of male, female, but there's really no such thing as 100% female, 100% male. We all have both within us. Our physical bodies express in different ways, and we express in different ways, and we really can't be expected to conform to a stereotype of this or a stereotype of that, because they don't exist. It's not what God created. And so to know ourselves for who we are, to love our bodies for what they are, and to be ourselves in this world with full permission is what is so very important for each and every one of us, and especially for our youth, as their bodies are physically and hormonally and everything else not conforming to this way or that way kind of world. I don't know that they ever did but now it is really becoming more and more pronounced. And we need to get behind them and support them, not classify them and try to make them fit into the old ways.